gentleman's club conveniently close to the airport. Joe and the giant now sat side by side. It was a warm summer night. The air felt soft and fresh, as if it had been trucked in from the country, and the planes overhead could almost have been comets. The giant was crying. His name, by the way, was Jerry, and now that he had crumpled, slumped over and sniffling, while Joe patted his back, he looked more like a huge pink baby than anything else. And like a baby, he was sweet and not too bright, and capable of causing great damage without really meaning it. "I don't know what happens when I drink," Jerry the giant baby said, wiping his nose. "I lose all control. I'm not a bad guy. I love my fiancée." Joe nodded. "I know, man. I've been there, believe me. Don't be afraid to reach out for help if you need it." Jerry looked over, tears shining in the neon. "Are you ever afraid, Joe?" Joe laughed a short, hard laugh. "Jerry, I wake up in terror every damn day." "Really? What could you be afraid of?" Joe paused for a moment, considering. He scratched his chin, staring up at a plane that, unbeknownst to him, was bound for Venice. He smiled and turned back to Jerry. Then the law arrived. Really, the law descended. All at once there they were, from all sides, guns drawn. It was a full-on assault. SWAT in body armor, coming around the building, grunting and barking orders. Black SUVs full of feds pulling up like clown cars, and haircuts spilling out. NYPD uniforms screeching in to block traffic and secure the parking lot like the overpriced security guards they often were. Hey, take it easy," Joe said, calm but loud, hands raised but very still otherwise. "Everything's cool. We're unarmed." Really terrified now, Jerry looked at Joe and then raised his arms as well. SWAT moved in, patting them down, still grunting. "Clear." The sirens, though silenced, still throbbed redly, and the headlights peeled back the shadows to expose Joe and Jerry in the white glare. They blinked in blind confusion. "We're okay," Joe called out. "False alarm. We don't need any help." Joe didn't know who called the cops, but it had to be some citizen freaked out by the fight. This was Gio's place. Gio's kind of people do not call the cops. They called Joe. Agent Donna Zamora stepped up. She was in a windbreaker marked FBI, with her hair up under a cap, also marked FBI, and with her badge on her belt. Basically an outfit that says, "Don't accidentally shoot me." But still, she somehow made it look good. "Thanks for coming," Joe said, "but we're doing much better now." "That's nice to hear," she said, amused. She holstered her gun. Joe smiled, and she noticed he had nice eyes, also somehow amused, though it was hard to say at what. "Yeah," he went on, "it was just a misunderstanding. We don't need your help, after all." Now she had to laugh. "You're right. There is a misunderstanding." She held up her cuffs. "We're not here to help you. We're here to place you under arrest." And as he stood, helping Jerry up and turning around to let her cuff him, she heard him laughing too. Chapter 3. The phone woke Gio. It was his cell, his work phone, a disposable he changed frequently. Not that he said anything that mattered on the phone, but it was still smart to keep it separate from the phone he used to call his wife, text his kids, take pictures of fish they caught on his boat. Nor was it the landline, which basically just his relatives and in-laws used. And at this time of night, Jesus, it said 2 fucking a.m. on his bedside clock, would have to mean somebody dead or in the hospital. Carol groaned beside him. "Was it?" "Nothing, baby. Go back to sleep. Just work," Gio said, patting her shoulder and carrying the phone swiftly into the master bath. She would be up in 4 hours to meditate and do her Pilates before waking the kids. He shut the door carefully behind him and sat on the toilet lid. The marble tiles chilled his feet. "What?" The voice was Fusco's. "It's me. We need to talk." "Now?"